Annika, it is time once again for the free readings. This is my Good Mojo Lenormand deck, which came out about 6 weeks ago. We're using it, and we are using the Radiant Rider Waite Tarot, which is my favorite. Here we've got Lady V waiting for a few people to come in. Bond Girl. Okay, I want to show you something different with them. Well, let's pull a card for it. Let's see what the theme of the day is. What is going on today for everyone in general? It's a general message for the day. Hello, Magic Flies. Hey, we're getting ready to pull the general card for the day reading, Wendy. And it is the Chariot. This is the Chariot card. Oops, dropped it. You know, the Chariot's about holding your own, holding everything steady, keeping things going the way they should be. And you'll notice something different about this deck than what I normally use. Let me show you a few more. This was my original deck. Several years ago, I bought 2 decks. One to write all over while I learned, and then an identical deck that was unmarked. So one day after using the marked deck for, I don't know, about 6 months or something, I just put it back away and then picked up the other one. But there's something about this marked deck, though. It has a lot of energy into it. I placed a lot of energy into it, and I've been thinking lately, what I'm going to do is pull this deck back out, and I'm going to write more on it. I knew a lot of really great tarot readers who wrote all over their cards. But you know why I haven't been using this? Because it's always the fear of what someone will think about you. Well, I am moving into the phase of who gives a shit? Who gives a shit what someone is thinking about you? Because, I mean, a lot of these things written on here are my own personal experiences as well. Things that they don't teach you about in tarot books. Things that I have discovered over doing readings for people is what I'm going to use them for. So, you know, I may go back and forth, but do what feels right to you. That's the most important thing. What have we got? Magic Flies, general reading for today. Please and thank you. I'm a hot mess today. Magic Flies, that would be a nice phase to be in. Which phase? The one where you say, I don't give a shit what other people think? That is a nice phase to be in. I'm enjoying it. Let's see. Magic Flies is a hot mess today and needs a general reading. What have we got? What's the 8 of Wands? I think your hot messness is going to be over really quickly. You know, here we have, it means, what does 8 of Wands mean? It's like, it's all about things happening quickly. It's something going to complete very quickly. So there's going to be a lot of movement. It's tackling something and it getting done. So a lot of action, a lot of movement. So I think your hot messness will dissipate. Hello, Modi. Hello. We got Lady V, Wendy, Modi, Bond Girl, Lefty, and Joanna in here. I want to show you guys something we have been doing really quickly. And that is the super chats. If you want me to actually pull 3 cards for you, you just have to buy a super chat at the green level, which is between $5 and $9.99. And then we'll pull 3 cards, past, present, future. Sometimes, though, intuitively, I know it's not the past, it's all the future. Will depend on you. And then if you want us to keep reading today, you just buy any super chat, which is as low as $1. What we're going to start doing is we started this several weeks ago. What about 3 weeks ago? We're doing it every day. We started at 30 minutes, and then we noticed 30 minutes was too long because people weren't in the chat room. And then we went down to 20 minutes. Well, the thing we've noticed over time is that it's at the 15-minute mark when people either begin to drop out of the chat or the same people begin to ask a second question. So we are going to migrate over to 15 minutes a day, but that's 5 days a week. I mean, it's an hour and a half a week free readings Aroma G's Botanica is giving you. So I think that's pretty good, but we will go longer. If you just do the dollar super chat, we'll just keep going. Less job reading, please. All right, what does the job say? It's the Four of Cups. Four of Cups is really about input, looking at things from different perspectives, not being so stuck on one idea. So, job perspective. Let me tell you what this means to me sometimes. I have seen, one time I did a reading for someone whom they had studied the field in social work. They were very determined, I'm going to find a social work job. They had not found a job in that field in, I think it was almost a year. And they were about to lose their house. They were coming up on the fourth payment they had not paid. All because they were stuck with the idea the job I find must be a social work job. Otherwise, I don't want one. I'm not saying that's where you are. I'm saying open your net wider. Maybe there's something similar to the job you want. But my advice to them at that time was, listen, if I'm about to lose my house, I don't care what I was trained in. I'll go flip burgers at the Crystal before I lose my house. So sometimes we need to get out of our own way with what we're thinking about. Broaden your horizons. What else can I do? One might have training in something or good at something, but there's different ways to apply it. And sometimes we get caught in our head about it has to be exactly this way. Oh, magic flies. That's why I'm so anxious. Too much movement. See all those wands flying through the air. Too many things going on. Maybe you need to lock yourself in the house today and just do Netflix. Hope that made sense, Les. I do want to show you guys something I have been working on all weekend. I think if I do free readings here for you 5 days a week, I can take just a couple of minutes for self-promotion. I'm going to show you what I've been doing over on not only on my channel, but over on my newly rebuilt Patreon. I just did a live show at 10 o'clock this morning where we talked about how to keep spirits out of your house. So I have revamped my Patreon. Before, I was busy trying to write articles, which I never had time to do. All these other perks that I thought people wanted, but I didn't have any really interest in creating. So I've redone this as to what I am good at creating, which is videos, teaching, live shows. So over on my Patreon, $3 a month gets you early access to videos before they go live on YouTube. I recently did a reaction video over on my channel about, I actually sat and watched and commented on the movie The Craft. So if you go to on YouTube, my channel is at Folk Magic Studio. You could see that it was, series in some places. We actually taught you some witchy stuff, which parts were real, which parts were not real, how you could enhance your magic. Poked fun at it a couple of times, and it was a lot of fun. So next episode, whatever I'm going to film next, people will see it on Patreon a week before YouTube gets to see it. Now, you get into the next level, and this will only take a minute. We'll get back to the free readings. Next level is Witch Wiggler, $6 a month, and Fortune Teller, both. There's a free trial, 7 days. You can try it for free. Also, early access to the videos on YouTube, any posts I make, and the morning show. Today was season 1, episode 1 of Hey Witches. And we're doing a morning show, a broadcasting about all things witchy, occult, metaphysical. Today, I did talk about how to get unwanted spirits out of your house. So if you want to watch that, it's only over on my Patreon, patreon.com/Papa G. It aired this morning, and tomorrow we're going to talk about Samhain, rituals, Halloween, all the corresponding holidays and their different names and what you do on them. So, and then if you go to the last one, the fortune teller level, here's where you get to see my face all the time. So it is a free live community tarot readings every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, which means what? Tomorrow I'm going to be doing free live tarot readings on Halloween over on my Patreon. There's a monthly Patreon only video class, meaning it won't ever appear on YouTube. It'll just be on Patreon. If I ever shut down my Patreon, maybe I'll put it over there. But for now, only patrons can get it. At least a 30 to 45-minute class every month. Sometimes live, sometimes pre-recorded, probably live. There's a monthly live Q&A session with me. You can ask me about spell work. You could ask me to pull you a card. You can ask me business questions, all sorts of things. You get to see previews of the books I'm writing before they're published. You get to see the pages that no one else gets to see even before it goes to print. Right now I'm working on a book on candle magic. And then we have the normal things, which is you get to see the Hey Witches show Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. And also some occasional pop-up appearances. Whenever I get a wild hair, I will pop in, teach you something, maybe even do some tarot readings. We'll see. So that's what I've been doing. I have been working on my Patreon, and I will show it to you real quick, and then we will go back to the live readings. I'm going to share the screen. I completely revamped the entire thing. So yeah, there we go. And this is the episode that we had come out this morning. So that was about 15 minutes long. It was pretty interesting. We talked about lots of things. How to cleanse your house, how to cleanse yourself, how to keep spirits away, all the stones you use, all the different elements of what you're doing to get spirits out of your house. I've got some Patreon only free images. This one's for Halloween. So yeah, that's what I have been working on. We'll get back to the comments. Let's see. Les, any way to get a second card to explain more? These are one card readings, Les. We do have the super chat feature if you want me to pull 3 cards, but since it is a short time frame, we only do the one card readings to let everyone get a chance to have theirs answered. Now, we will go longer if someone gets super chat and gets 3 readings, or you can always go to our psychicsandreaders.com website, and there's always someone there waiting to take your call to do a full reading. Victoria, will you be reading at the store anytime this week? Victoria, I actually don't read in person anymore. I gave that up before when COVID hit. So I am constantly filming things. I'm behind the scenes, and I just don't read in person anymore. You can book a reading with me on my website, but I think I am booked up through the rest of the year. However, you can go to my husband, Reverend Roy's website and book readings with him. It is healingamulet.com. And I think he has some openings, some availability. So, Robin and the L's, what area of my life will be most impacted by these 3 eclipses we just had? Queen of Wands. So, what is going to be impacted? Well, I don't know if this is negative or positive. It is upright. I didn't pull it in reverse. I don't think it affects you that much. I mean, you still assert your independence. You know who you are. You'll still feel grounded. Um, it may kick off some creative part of you that has been dormant, that you've been needing to pay attention to. I think a lot of us are feeling that right now, where we're kind of getting back to what is it we want to do. And I don't think it affects you negatively, though. It could be quite positively. Valerie, what does Spirit want to tell me today? It's the Moon card. You know, the Moon card is about, a lot of times it's the things you cannot see, um, you have no control over. It can be illusions. It can be sometimes fooling yourself. Can be the Moon card. It's like putting a darkness over, um, putting sunglasses on, blinders on. You know what I mean? So, Spirit's actually saying, "Hey, look deeper, shed some light on the situation, because right now, you're just going from moment to moment." Bond girl. I need some advice. I hope the cards can give me. I want to buy presents for lots of people for the holidays, but I just can't. Any advice from the cards? Tell them to get over it. Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands. You're going to put everyone on the defensive. They're going to say, "Where's my gift?" No, actually, it's like the way you're pre-anticipating the way other people will feel. You're already feeling a little defensive over it, that they'll feel offended or whatever. Um, hey, if you have a craft that you do or something, give them that. If you really want to give someone something, um, a car, bake fudge, whatever. You don't have to do anything, but if it makes you feel better, do something that just only you can do. When I used to love it years ago, we used to just bake cookies and candy and stuff like that, and we would put it in tins and give it to the neighbors. It's something my mother used to do. Um, that was a lot of fun, and you're actually giving of yourself. Magic flies. You're very productive. I have to keep moving. I don't even like to go to sleep at night. It's like, this is a waste of time. You know how much I could be either writing or filming if we didn't have to sleep? Delilah, is the move I'm planning a good move? I don't know about that. Ten of Swords. I'm not sure you're going to like where you're moving to. I don't think it'll actually turn out the way you want it to. This could also be signaling your apprehension about it. So maybe once you get there, monitor your outlook about everything. Life is 10% what happens to us and 90% how we react to it. So to avoid this, maybe make sure you go there ready for everything to be new, ready for a good time, ready to meet new people. Rose, what does Spirit want to say to me today? Okay, now I'm going to do 2 more, and then we have run out of time, unless anyone wants to jump in with the super chat. Uh, Rose, what does Spirit want to say today for me? The Devil card. It just, if it's for a daily thing, it just says don't overindulge today. Don't go overboard. Um, don't eat a whole pie. And kind of watch your mouth today. The way you talk to people, you might not get the results you're wanting if you snap back. So be reserved today. And lady, can I have a card for my pet's health? And then I'll get to Victoria, and then we run out of time. For your pet's health, it is the Queen of Wands. Again, a different answer. But I mean, look, what kind of pet is it a cat? There's her little cat. It's a grounding card. I think everything's going to be fine. It is about grounding, and it's a homey card. The sunflowers in the back show a lot of goodness, happiness. So I think it's going to be a ferret. Let's see. Victoria, I need advice on school. Go. Four of Wands. You're talking about school. I think this deals more with you're going to have to buckle down and find some time where you're to yourself and either to study or to make sure that is what you want to do. You need more alone time. You need to be able to really focus. There's some other things that are distracting you right now, and you need about a 3-month period where you focus on your goal. Lady, we put in the room to remind everyone, because we are out of time, that the phone number to psychics and readers is 1-888-616-1591 if you want to call and get a reading from one of our readers. Or just go straight to psychicsandreaders.com. You can look and see who is online and see what their extension number is, so you can punch that in when you call. So until tomorrow is Halloween, Samhain. I'll be preparing my Patreon live video on that for tomorrow, and we'll be here taking some more readings. I'm not sure what deck we'll use tomorrow. What will we do tomorrow? It'll be different from Halloween. So until tomorrow, we will see you later. Please, in the meantime, go to Aroma G's Botanica, because this week it's 20% off all the magical oils. Go get the magical oils. Stock up now while they're 20% off. That's on the website only, not in the store. So at aromags.com. Later. Bye-bye.